Here with head football coach Dale Carlson again. He's going to give us a quick recap on how camp went and some other things. So, Coach, thanks for sitting with us today. How did camp go?
You know, camp went very well, Fred. I was pretty pleased with the effort that we put in and day out. The greatest part about it is we've had a number of returning players. So instead of just teaching basics, we were actually able to go from football 101 to football 200 to football 300, which we weren't able to do in the last two springs. The other great thing about camp with the experienced older players is we really had 75 other coaches out there with the returning players doing a lot of mentoring and teaching of the younger players. And as a coach, you really like to see that. We came out pretty healthy. So I'm excited about moving forward to St. Joe.
Were there any players that stood out or helped themselves during the camp?
I was really pleased with the progress that Eric Hoffman, our starting quarterback from last year, made. He's being pushed hard by Ben Lehman and Quinn Schaefer, but Eric will be our starter, and he's made some great strides just in trusting what he's seeing, throwing the ball on time, as the other quarterbacks have done. Offensively, I believe our receivers, tight ends and receivers, the two deep theirs look very good. I'm really pleased, especially at the tight end position. I think we have two pretty good players in Mike Girton and Matt Mallon, which will allow us to do some things in the double tight sets. And then you look at our running back position. I think we're pretty deep there with Gabe Aliel, Sterling Somerville, and Jake Hudson. So I'm pretty pleased there. We've got a good freshman in Max Dahlia, in that group. Defensively, Cody Gokin coming back for his fifth year has been all over the field, doing a great job. Pat Durback is really, I think, starting to establish himself as a fine outside linebacker in our system. Nick Moffitt, redshirt freshman, looked really good on the defensive line, along with John Giovenco as well. In the secondary, Alan Porter's our defensive captain and has been doing just a tremendous job, rallying our defense and really taking control of the secondary. So I've been pretty pleased with how they've responded too. We tweaked some things in terms of our coverages, and those guys have responded very well. We've had some good freshmen. Alex Green at linebacker, John Gulford has kind of bounced back and forth between linebacker and defensive end. A.J. Bradley and Melvin Graham, both freshman corners, have looked real good, as is Max Dahlia, a freshman running back. So I feel really good about our freshman class.
So you had the scrimmage game this past weekend. Can you just give us a quick recap of how it went?
It went really well. The defense had the upper hand to start, but our offense came back. And really in situations like that, as the head coach, I just want to see give and take. I want to see plays made on both sides. I was happy to see our offense respond to a little adversity early and then come back and make some plays. And the biggest part of it is we came out healthy, which is what you always want to have at the end of those situations. But it was a good competitive day, and it was a nice end for training camp and a good segue into starting for St. Joe.
So after the scrimmage and after the camp, do you feel that you guys are ready for St. Joe's?
Well, I like the fact that we have 2 weeks to prepare for them, or almost 2 weeks. We still have some practice things to do. We just started the introduction with St. Joe's offense, defense, and kicking game for our team. So, we're not quite ready to play, but come August 30th, we'll be ready to take the field.